What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a mid fade on my boy, so stay tuned. We're starting off by creating our first guideline, contouring to his head shape with our Gold FX. When using your trimmers, you want to make sure you don't press too hard, because then you're gonna make a very harsh guideline. Now that we're done butting them out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. You always want to make this guideline around an inch thick so you can spread the blend. Before we erase our initial guideline, we're going to go ahead and apply some shave sticks so he doesn't bump up when using the foil shaver. When using the foil shavers to remove the stubble, you want to make sure you stay about a centimeter away from the initial guideline you created with your trimmers. Now that we're done removing the stubble and setting in our initial guideline, we could go ahead and close the lever all the way closed and attack that initial guideline. The higher you go with your clipper, the more you want to open the lever, creating a blend. Don't be afraid to use your fingers to stretch the skin when fading. It's going to give you more room to blend. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Again, you also want to make this guideline around an inch thick so you can spread the blend. Once we're done setting in that guideline, we're then going to use the lever midway and all the way close to soften up that guideline. Once we're done softening it up with the lever, we're going to then move on to our half guard and erase the line completely. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to show some extra support, go ahead and leave your super thanks down below or follow the Instagram. As you guys can see, the line is starting to erase completely with our half guard. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using your half guard, so using your no guard all the way open in its corners would definitely help. Now that we're done with our lower guards and detailing, we can move on to our two guard all the way open and create our fourth guideline. As you guys can see, I'm using comb to feed the hair into the clipper and flicking out with our guard. Once we're done softening up this line with the two guard and its lever, we're then going to move on to the 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Now we're moving on to our 1.5 guard, and we're going to use its corners and the lever to erase the line completely. Your 1.5 guard is very important. It connects your lower guards to your higher guards. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using your 1.5 guard, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open and using his corners will definitely help. Now we're switching back to our 1.5 guard just to detail, and then we might switch back to our 1 guard all the way open one more time. Now that we're done detailing, we could go ahead and move on to our 4 guard all the way closed and debulk the top. When cutting the top, especially if they have straight or curly hair, you want to make sure you run it over multiple times and make sure everything's nice and even. Now that we're done debulking the top and sides, we're moving back to our 3 guard all the way open, and we're going to flick out so the sides connecting to the 4 guard on top. Now we're using our 2 guard all the way open, and we're also going to connect the 3 guard to the 2 guard, flicking out as much as possible. Okay, now that we're done with the sides, we're moving on to the back, and we're going to start off with our no guard all the way open, creating our second guideline. We're then going to slightly close the lever midway and all the way closed and attack that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We are right on top of the occipital bone, so you want to make sure you detail as much as possible here. Now that we're done softening up the line using our lever, we're moving on to our half guard, and we're then going to use this guard to erase the line completely. Again, sometimes there's still a faint line after using your 1.5 guard or your half guard, so switching over to your no guard all the way open or your 1 guard all the way open would definitely help soften up those lines. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we're going to move on to our 2 guard all the way open and create our 4th guideline. Now that we're done creating our 4th guideline with our 2 guard, we can move on to our 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. After using your 1.5 guard, sometimes there's still a faint line, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open using his corners would definitely help. Now we're using our 3 guard all the way open, and we're using this guard to connect to the 4 guard on top. Moving on to the front line, we're going to use our Gold FX to cut off his Weedle peak and start off in the middle, working our way to the sides. When you're lining someone up, you always want to make sure the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer, because if not, then the hair is going to shift and then you won't line them up properly. Especially when you're near the C-cup area, you also want to make sure you're not pressing too hard, because then you're going to burn the skin with the teeth of the trimmer. I always start off at the bottom and work my way to the top arch, using the corners of the blade. As you guys can see, I'm connecting the left side to the right side, and I'm making sure everything is nice and even and natural. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to show some extra support, go ahead and leave a super thanks down below or follow the Instagram. When lining up the mustache, you want to make sure you're as gentle as possible, because you could bite them with the teeth of the trimmer. Moving on to our Turkish razor and Derby premium blades, we're going to make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, you always want to make sure you apply some shave gel, and also you want to keep the razor at a 45-degree angle while stretching the skin as much as possible with your opposite hand. This lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone.